Hi everyone, welcome to my nail place. I am so excited to do a new mani today. Currently I have Triple D Blush Opulent Builder Gel in a bottle on my nails, and I love this color. I feel like I can just wear this color all the time and not put anything over it, so I've been a little bit lazy and haven't been dipping. But I'm super excited to use these colors today. The pink is Fuscia Boots by Double Dip, and the kind of corally orange color is Tropics by Triple D. And then I'm also going to use dip liquids today, which I haven't done in a hot minute, so I'm super excited. And these dip liquids are also by Triple D. So after I did my builder gel, I did put on a layer of UNT peel base because I want to be able to pop these off and make more videos. So we're just going to jump right in, and I'm going to leave my first dip of each nail in real time just so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm just an at-home DIY nail girl. I learned all of the dip processes that I know from watching fellow YouTubers, and it just got me really excited to start my own channel. So I'm super happy to be here with you guys, and I'm so excited to jump into all of this and see where it can go and see what happens. But in the meantime, I'm just going to dip away. So I'm going to let you watch as I do my first dip on all my nails. My thumb and my pointer finger are going to be Fuscia Boots, and then my ring and pinky fingers will be Tropics, and then I'm going to do a vertical ombre, the two colors on my middle finger. So I will show you how I do that when I get to that point. Okay, so I am just going to start my first layer of the ombre, and I'm going to start by putting down a layer of my base liquid, just like normal, and then I'm going to hold my hand to the side, and I'm going to use the tap method with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And this is just a cheap one. It's a Wet n Wild brand. I got it at my local dollar store, but you can also get them on Amazon or Walmart, Target, basically anywhere. They're really cheap. They're about $1. So I am just going to start tapping on Fuscia Boots with my fingers sideways. And then you're going to see me reach and grab this little container here. And this container is meant for switching eyeshadow colors to be able to use the same brush. So I'm just going to use one brush for both colors. Just kind of scrub it off really good. And then I'm going to turn my finger the other direction and tap on Tropics. And then they're just going to kind of blend really nice in the middle instead of having a harsh line. And you'll see after I speed through my second dip on my nails that when I get to my ombre, I'll start with Tropics the second time. And this will give the colors a really nice blend, kind of fade it together and make them really just blend in the center instead of making a harsh line, if that makes sense. And then you'll also see me between each dip layer that I'm going to dust off the extra powder, and that'll help keep your end result from being too thick. I brushed off the nails dipped in Tropics over that container, and the same with Fuchsia boots. And not that there's really that much extra powder, but I didn't feel like being wasteful, and these colors are so beautiful. I want to keep them as long as I can. So just try and save what I can. So, and then with the ombre nail, I did just brush that off to the side because I don't want to contaminate either of my colors. So you're going to see me just kind of really quick speed through my second dip of each color, just brushing on my dip base and then wiping my brush between each dip because I also don't want to contaminate my liquids, especially if the next mani I do is a all white mani. I don't want to have a hot pink in there. As much as I love hot pink, I also love a good white mani too. So here we go. Same as I did for my first dip. Take my little orange wood stick, go right around my cuticles and my sides, making sure there isn't any extra dip or liquid, because if I can save any filing time, I definitely want to do that. So I'll just let you watch my second dip and how I do my ombre with Tropics first on the second time. So you'll see me do the reverse and start with the second color that I did on the first ombre, and then that way they just fade so nicely together and blend really nice. Okay, so again, I'm just going to brush off the extra powder with a fluffy brush, and then after I've done my 2 dips of color, and I'm going to go right in with my double dip clear base, and I'm going to clear cap everything just to lock in that mani. It's a really simple mani, but I still worked pretty hard on it, and I want to save those bright, beautiful colors. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm speeding through this because I don't want it to be too redundant, but I still want to show you my process. So I clear capped everything, and then once that base has a chance to set and dry for a minute, I'm going to really go in and make sure that there's no extra clear powder, because I don't want these colors to get cloudy. I want them to stay the bright, vibrant colors that they are. So if you don't make sure you have all the extra loose clear powder off, it can make your mani look a little bit cloudy or spotty. So I do a light dusting, made sure they had some time to dry, and then I'm going to take this bit of a stiffer brush and you'll see me grab that. And this it's from Triple D, but you can get the same nail brushes like at the dollar store and whatnot too. So I'm just going to take that, and I'm really going to go in and make sure that there isn't any loose dip powder of any kind hanging out on my nails and around the sides and things like that. So once I'm finished that, I'm going to take my activator, and again, I'm going to wipe the brush between each nails because you've got base liquid on there and activator sets the base, and you just don't want to contaminate your liquids. You want them to stay nice and true and beautiful. And you also don't want to like harden your brushes because that's not any fun. So once I do that, you're going to see me start doing my filing. And I just did really super simple. So before I was doing my nails, and I was kind of doing a little bit of a tapered square. But my hands are a little bit on the bigger side, and my nail beds aren't super long. So the tapered square, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was my style. As much as I love it and I wanted it to be my style, I've ended up going back to more of a rounded edge square. So you'll see that. They're not as harsh as just like a square, but they're not tapered at all. They're just kind of straight and then just very lightly rounded. So I am leaving my filing and buffing in, but I've sped it up really fast. So I'm not an expert at filing by any means. So I just did a quick file and buff just to make sure there weren't any rough edges and that the cuticle lines were nice and smooth and that nothing was on my skin to prevent any lifting, because we don't want to do that. So after I do my filing and buffing, I'm just going to throw on another quick coat of activator and let that sit for a minute. And then I will use a little lint-free pad, and I just get these off of Amazon. And I'll just use that to make sure that there's not any extra activator sitting on my nails. Because again, I don't want to end up hardening my brushes, because once you put a top coat on there, it's touching the activator. So you want to make sure that there's no extra, because you don't want to harden your whole top coat bottle. That would be awful. So I did cut out the time where I let the activator set and dry for a minute, because that's boring and I want you guys to come back. So once I've gone through and wiped off all my nails, after they've dried with the activator, I went in, wiped them off with a lint-free little pad, and then I'm going to start applying my top coat. And as most of you, I'm sure know, or if you're a beginner and don't know, top coat is applied in 2 layers. The first layer is just a quick 2 or 3 swipes, and then when you go in with your second layer of top, that's really what's going to perfect and fine tune. And this is where you really want to make sure that you get all of your sides, your free edge, and make sure that that mani is just really sealed in. So, like I said, I have peel base on, but I want to pop my mani off when I want it to come off. I don't want it to just randomly pop off, which is totally a possibility when using peel base, but I do try to be careful. So, you'll see me here's my top coat, super quick. Just a couple swipes, just getting that on there. I'm not capping my edge with this. I am wiping my brush in between each nail. Just being extra cautious because I don't want to wreck any of my liquids. I don't want to wreck my dips. I don't want to wreck my brushes. So once I get through my second layer of top coat, I'm going to let it sit for a minute or two. And the Triple D liquids, they actually dry really, really fast. It's pretty amazing. But I do make sure that it's really hardened before I go in with my cuticle oil. And then for this mani, you see me doing my whole left hand. In my right hand is just my builder gel, but I do end up doing my right hand off camera. But I just didn't want to waste time because I'm not super fast yet. So you'll see me once I've got my top coat and I let it dry. I'm gonna come in with my Candi Skincare Cuticle Oil, and this is in the scent Sweetie Pop, and this smells like summer. This whole mani, the colors are summer. The cuticle oil smells like summer. The colors look like summer, and it just makes me so happy. So I'm gonna get that cuticle oil put on. I'm gonna rub it in really well. We just kind of put our nails through the ringer a little bit in our skin, so we really want to nourish that and moisturize that. So you're going to have to let me know what you think of this mani, and if you want to see more manis at home, let me know. You can give this video a like, and that'll tell me that you like what I'm doing. Hopefully it's not too long, and my channel's so new, so I would love to have some new subscribers, and you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm going to post pictures on there. I do have some on there already of past manis. I don't know how many of those I have recorded, so I don't know that you'll see the videos for those, but maybe I can go back and recreate them. We'll see. Here I'm just trying to choose my cuticle oil, and I decided on that Sweetie Pop. It's got like those little rocket pops, you know, those red, white, and blue popsicles. Yeah, they look good. So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment below. And I can't wait to chat next time and see you in the next video and catch up with you, and hope that you guys are enjoying your summer. I'm having a blast, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.